Figma, Figma, Figma. Yes, you might be wondering, when everybody is talking about Claude, ChatGPT, Midjourney and all the other AI tool, why I am talking about Figma? Because you can't skip Figma. If you are a UI UX designer or thinking to become a UI UX designer, you can't skip Figma. In spite of knowing all those AI tools, if you don't know how to use Figma and all those properties and all the capability that Figma have, then you might be left behind. So I'm going to launch a series of video where I will be talking more detail of Figma, like how you can use the Figma tool from the starting of creating a artboard to creating a prototype and using variables, creating design system, everything. So in this video, I'm going to talk about very basic getting started. This is a part one of the video and a lot of video is going to come up. This video is all about what is Figma, why this is important, and understanding the basic navigation inside the Figma tool. So stay till the end. So I'll start with the very basic one. Okay, what is Figma? So you might all be aware, and assuming that obviously, I mean, in the world of designer, 70 to 80% designer across the industry and globe are using Figma nowadays. So it's a very simple and easy and convenient tool. You might be knowing it's quite flexible design tool, which is primarily used in a UI UX or even partially now it is helping in graphic designing as well. Obviously Figma is expanding their capability slowly. They have launched a lot of new features this year. So not only a design tool, but also more of a collaborative tool across the company, from brainstorming till product development. So they're actually trying to handle, all those product shoot that even Adobe had when they actually they were dominating the complete industry. So they are also trying to build in a same way. It is why it is popular, first of all, because it is very collaborative in nature. Adobe tool is quite offline and those are not based on cloud, and whatever you work, it's completely offline, or it's very difficult to transfer the file and share and collaborate with other team member in the company. But Figma tackles that issue, and multiple people can work in the same file, I mean on the same project or same layer itself. So that is the best part about it. Why Figma? Obviously, as I mentioned, it's a collaborative in nature because it has that functionality that multiple people can work at the same point of time in same file. You just need access. Also, second one is very important. This is why it is beating, or not actually beating, but also surpassed the complete Adobe suite. It is very lightweight in terms of it's not gonna occupy much of your RAMs or memory space in your laptop or hardware. So it's quite lightweight in nature. So it's easy and smoother to run in any of the operating system like Mac or Windows or any other device that you have. Third one is obviously free. Not fully free, but yeah, partially having free. You can create 3 of the project and 3 of the file as well in the initial beginner free version of the Figma. And when you want to access more of a tool, then you can have to pay, which is very subtle, $10 to $15. Now they have increased to $15 per user, but more of it's very cheaper if you still compare with the Adobe, another tool in the market. So hope you all have the Figma install in your system. Either you're using in browser or you have Figma app too, right? Can you just confirm in the text, or maybe just unmute yourself and speak?
We have it installed, sir.
Okay, that's good. So throughout the session, I have designed in a such a way that obviously 30 to 40% theory is there, and 30 to 40% I will give demo by creating things. And in the last, we'll also have exercise to create one small, whatever we have learned, all the tools. Okay, so please keep your Figma ready. Okay, so first of all, getting started with the very basic navigation of Figma. I'll parallelly also keep giving demos in my Figma because I'm already in Figma. I've just hidden the side panel. So all those slides even I've created in Figma. Okay, so this is just maybe a learning as well. Whenever you are also creating your own presentation for your bachelor thesis project or any of the presentation for your bachelor, second year, third year, to show to present to a professor or the jury, you also can create in a similar style. First one is the actually whenever you use a Figma, there is a for example, right now I'm navigating to the canvas. Okay, so I'll just start with the basic one. Okay, what this tool call. Okay, so you might see Figma in this way. Ideally, I am operating in a browser mode. If you are operating in a desktop mode, you might see a file name in the top side as well. Okay, left side panel where all those setting options are there, file and asset option are there, search functionality and pages and layers. Okay, this section called a left sidebar in a simplified way, or left panel as well. Right side where anything that you select, all those settings and customization option comes, it's called right side panel. And now Figma have moved all those their toolbar from top. Earlier it was in top, but now it is in bottom bar. So this is called toolbar, where primarily all those toolbar from basic, like from selecting a artboard to creating a shape to pen tool or typing a text, all those basic. So today we'll be primarily discussing about this toolbar, which is very basic one to get started. So if you have a detailed understanding of all those features, it is going to be very easy for you to create any of the design, no matter it's desktop based or web based or mobile based. It is really going to help you a lot. Please pay attention to each and everything. It's very small shortcut key are there, and small definition and explanation would be there for small section. So please be aware about it, and if you don't get it, please unmute yourself and ask me in the meantime. Obviously I'll be sharing the slide, but it's better if you get a clarity here itself on the call. Okay, so some shortcut key for panning around those canvas. Obviously I will be handling, telling the both the shortcut key for Windows and Mac. I'm using the Mac. So first of all, when you want to drag your complete canvas, so for example, this is my canvas, right? I want to drag it. So one is what I am doing, the 2-finger touch and dragging on the trackpad, which is very simple to drag all those files which is there in Figma, no matter you have a left panel open or closed. Okay. Second one is the very traditional way of using the keyboard, is that holding your space bar in the keyboard and dragging through the cursor this way. So this is also a second way which you can drag, pan around all those canvas. So this canvas is generally quite bigger in size, so you can create as many artboard as possible, as many layers as possible in this one, till it reaches to the 2 GB file limit, as Figma give that limit, which is really too much, because you can create thousands of artboard in that 2 GB as well. Okay, third one is option is that hand tool. Okay, hand tool comes in this one. Okay, in the toolbar section, the second option is called hand tool. Shortcut key is H, and if you're using a window, it will be a Control H. Okay, so H is for MacBook, this shortcut is for MacBook, and Control H is for window. Okay, so these three shortcut key can be used whichever you prefer. For example, right now I'm using MacBook, so I'm very much good in second option, 2-finger drag and with touchpad. Whenever I use mouse with MacBook or window, I'll ideally use spacebar and drag, because easier to drag with the mouse. Okay, same third option also can be used. Zooming in and zooming out. For example, I'm zooming out and zooming in. This option also can be done with the shortcut key. Either if you're using very frequently using keyboard shortcut, it's Command and plus minus key in the MacBook, and if you're using a window, it's a Control plus minus key in the keyboard. Okay, second option is obviously when you're using a MacBook or you are having a bigger trackpad, you are really good in using the trackpad well, it's a pinching and pinch out. So I can't show how I'm pinching, so pinch in and pinch out this way on the trackpad. This way you can zoom in and zoom out actually. Third option is holding the command or control in the window while scrolling. For example, I'm holding this command option right now and I'm scrolling in the trackpad, or same can be in the mouse as well. Even fourth option is also there for zooming and zoom out, is holding the Z key, and if you hold the Z key, you will see the cursor is getting changed to a plus zoom icon, right? If once you click it, it will keep it zooming it. Okay, and you can see the zooming percentage here itself. Right now 566% is the zoom percentage. Same way, you can zoom out as well. So primarily it is for zooming in. So why Figma have provided multiple options actually, even for the same operating system as well? Because these are the things which is or behavior or the interaction which you as a designer are going to use a lot when designing in the Figma. Okay, so whatever you feel comfortable, you can keep using it. Okay, so this is what I have shown in the hand tool as well. So it's there in the tool panel as well. You can use this hand tool. Okay. Second workspace we have already discussed. Third one is about our Figma toolbar. Okay. So if you want to, so I'll talk about first of all shortcut key. Okay. So there are a lot of shortcuts, maybe hundreds of shortcuts are there in Figma. Almost similar to the Adobe product or Photoshop Illustrator that you're using, but at some of the section it is different. How to access all those shortcut in Figma is that by going to this question mark icon in your Figma, where help and resources, click on the keyboard shortcut, or if you can use the shortcut key called control shift question mark in the MacBook, and same control shift question mark in the even window as well. So if once I'll click it, I'll get to see all those shortcut key which is been categorized here by Figma itself, which is really good. So very essential shortcut key. For example, right now I'm hiding this side panel very frequently, right? So I'm using the shortcut key called command and / okay, this way. You can see this, sorry, backward slash. So this is very, I use it very frequently rather than going. There is other option as well. You can right click here and hide show UI as well. So this is another way option as well to hide those left and right panel, because whenever I'm presenting in the bigger screen and I don't want max of the viewport to be hindered by my other side panel, that's why I use it. Okay, same way you can use good to see all those shortcut key for tool, view section, zoom, all those things I have mentioned. I have only mentioned very important one. I'll keep mentioning based on the what tool that we are discussing right now. So these are all the shortcut key. You can maybe try to remember a few basic one for sure. For example, tool, essential, text shapes and selections are very basic one, and maybe edit as well. Arrange and all can be done through the panels, but all the shortcut don't need to be remembered, but few shortcut are for sure. It's really going to help you to speed up your complete design process whenever you're working in Figma. One shortcut key for accessing the complete Figma toolbar. This is called Figma toolbar, where a lot of actions they have put it together, is that command and / actually. So command and / if you just type in a keyboard, this tool panel will open here, where all those your plugins are there, all those suggestions, AI features are there. Even if you have any asset I mean to say, if you already built a design system and it's already there in this chipped in the file, then you can find out all those assets file here as well, which is going to be very quicker to drag and drop in the complete canvas, right? All this plugin you can access from here. If you want to search any plugin in the Figma, you can search it here and you will get to see. Okay, so here you can categorize either you want to see only asset or all those things, or only the plugin. So same can be done from here as well. Okay, so these are very quick action. There are two shortcut key for this, either command or / or control / or command P as well. Both actually works. So anything whichever you feel comfortable in typing in keyboard, actually you can use. Thank you so much for watching the video till end. Hope you got to know about the basic of the Figma and why this is useful and the basic structure of the Figma. Now in the next video, we'll be talking about frame, pages and the complete file organization. So just follow and stay tuned for the next video.